Hey, Seth here. Um, I see that my battery is ticking. Jasmine's over there. She's tired. Hi, it's Seth here. Um, it's been almost 4 years in transition from female to male. And it's been great so far. I mean, I definitely have had a tough transition. I can go on with some horror stories. The most part, I mean, no, not even for the most part. I mean, I love being able to be Seth every day. It's awesome. Um, I remember I made a video back in the day about transitional regrets. Yeah, I got a lot of hits on that video. I admit it's kind of weird video. I did not a day, not a year, never, ever, ever, not even in my wildest dreams do I ever think of like regrets or possibilities of regrets or it's just the most furthest thing from my mind. Um, I would gladly do this all over again and again and again. If I was stuck on a deserted island and it was just me and a bottle of testosterone, I'd still take the testosterone. Um, it, it's hard to explain, but it's not even just the physical, but it's the way that the testosterone it leaves me feeling more like myself. Um, but the physical, I love physical changes. It just, yeah. So I mean, there's the turfs out there. Is it called the turfs? Is it the trans radical feminists? I'm not sure. There's the lesbians that used to be trans men that decided transition was bad. Now they're going to sabotage all of us trans men who like our transition. Yeah, I don't understand all that. You should have worked on all that before you transitioned if you weren't trans and you transitioned and that's just I don't even identify with your story. What I do remember is for like a whole year before I transitioned, I was just so like concerned with doubts. Am I making the right decision? And it was just, it's just, if I could just go back, I'd just be like, get on testosterone. Like, get your top surgery. It's gonna be amazing. Don't worry so much. I mean, that's where I was at. I'm glad that I was like processing through that. Um, what I realize now I thought it was doubts with myself, but really it was just fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of making a mistake, I guess. Yeah, it sounds so weird now. Because it really it feels like I just woke up 4 years ago. And some days it's just so painful that I just woke up. And I have left with this reality of this life that's like I just started to live. Yeah, that's a good point. And I guess my regret is not transitioning sooner. The turfs, they're weird. Turfs. Um, I started transition under informed consent, which was a therapist I just met with a therapist once, and she wrote me a letter. I got on testosterone within like 3 months, no therapy, and I waited to come out of the closet until 5 months on testosterone. That was my decision to make, and everybody's path is going to be different. Hopefully, there's less fear today to come out of the closet than I did, or at least there's a lot in my mind. Looking back now, I realize that like there was probably more transphobia in myself than those around me, that I was afraid to come out of the closet. Did lose my family, which has been very painful. I did lose my job. My boss was like, "Wait a minute, you think that I have a problem with this?" So yeah, I transitioned at work, but I waited 5 months, and my confidence grew. But when I did come out to my boss, I was like shaking. It was scary. It was fucking scary. When you're like a mental health professional working with the mentally ill, I don't know, I had these thoughts go on in my head that like if I came out, they'd be like, "You're crazy just like them." Which is what my mom actually did tell me that. She did say, "Oh, the mentally ill, they're rubbing off on you." No, they're not. That doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You don't become mentally ill because you're hanging around mentally ill people. But in today's age, I mean, there's always, most people struggle with some form of mental illness, you know, like, I'm sure that I've struggled with some PTSD, but I never had it diagnosed. But yeah, I didn't get being trans from my clients. That's crazy. So yeah, I came out after 5 months, and I waited to come out. I do not necessarily recommend it for others. I mean, I don't recommend the closet for anyone. They just would be sad if you have to hide yourself. You should have to wait till you look masculine or feminine or whatever to come out of the closet. I was being crazy. That was the craziness. I feel like I couldn't be myself around people. That was the crazy thing. Anyways, now I'm just rambling on. Oh yeah, do I